All right, let's talk about one of the biggest hurdles for any English learner. We're going to figure out how to stop sounding like you're reading from a book and start speaking with that natural, easy flow. Let's dive right in. Does this sound like you? You've put in the hours, you know the grammar, you can ace the tests, but when you actually talk, it just feels, well, a little clunky, right? Kind of robotic? Well, guess what? Today, we're fixing that. We're going to pull back the curtain and see the secrets that native speakers use to sound so smooth. And to get there, we're going to build something, I'm calling it the fluency pyramid. Think of it like this. We're starting from the ground up, building a solid base, and adding layers until we get to that peak of really natural sounding speech. Okay, so first things first. Any good pyramid needs a really strong foundation. For us, that means locking in those basic rules. You know, the stuff native speakers just know without even thinking about it. All right, let's try a classic. How would you fill in this blank? Take a quick second. What's your gut feeling? Is it had or will have? This is a perfect test of one of those core foundational rules. And the answer is had. If I had more time. Yep, that's a conditional sentence. And nailing this is like laying down the first super solid block of our pyramid. It just immediately shows you've got a handle on the basics. Okay, next building block for our foundation. Listen to these two. Which one just sounds better? A, I am waiting you, or B, I am waiting for you. Yeah, people will understand both, but which one is actually natural? You got it. It's I am waiting for you. It's just that one tiny little word, for, but wow, it makes all the difference, doesn't it? It's these little details that seriously level up your fluency. Okay, one last piece to lock in this foundation. Picture this. You're stuck in a long, unprepared meeting. We've all been there, right? So how do you describe it? Was the meeting boring? Or was it bored? This one trips up so many people. And here's the key difference. The meeting itself, the thing, was boring. Because that meeting was so boring, you, the person, felt bored. See? Something boring makes you feel bored. Nailing this distinction is the final piece of our foundation. Awesome. Our base is solid. So we've got a solid foundation. Now for the next level of the pyramid. And honestly, this is where the magic really starts to happen. This is the stuff that's going to make your speech flow. We're talking about something called connected speech. So what exactly is connected speech? Well, the best way to think about it is like sound glue. It's that invisible stuff native speakers use to stick words together so they flow without all those choppy little gaps. And hey, this is probably the #1 reason it's sometimes hard to understand people when they talk fast. Let me show you what I mean. Take this sentence here. If I read every single word perfectly, it sounds like this. I don't know what you did last night. I mean, it's clear, sure, but nobody talks like that in real life, ever. But watch what happens when we start applying a little bit of that sound glue. This is going to totally transform. First, I don't know. That just gets squished together. It turns into I don't know. Go ahead, try it. I don't know. Feels way faster, right? Okay, next up, what ya. See how the T at the end of what and the Y at the start of you kind of smush together? They make a ch sound, so whatcha becomes watcha. You'll hear this one all the time. And the last part here is last night. Listen closely. That T at the end of last, poof, it just vanishes. We don't say it. It makes it easier to say the next word, so it sounds like las night. So let's put it all together now. We went from that robotic, I don't know what you did last night, to the super smooth, natural, connected version. I don't know what you did last night. That right there is the secret to sounding conversational. Okay, so we have our solid foundation, we have our connected flow. It's time to put the final piece on top of our pyramid. This is the part that gives your English personality, feeling, and actual meaning. And it's all about emphasis. Just look at these two sentences. Technically, they say the same thing, but they don't mean the same thing. When you say, I go to work every day at 8, you're emphasizing that it's you, not someone else. But when you start with every day at 8, you're really hitting home the point that this happens all the time, over and over again. And what's really cool is you can do this just with your voice, without changing a single word. Listen, if I say, I like dogs, I mean me, maybe not my friend. But if I say, I like dogs, Now the focus is on the dogs, maybe not cats. See? Same exact words, but a totally different message. That is the power of emphasis. And there you have it. We've built our pyramid. We started with that solid foundation of getting the basics right. Then we added the flow of connected speech. And we topped it off with the personality of emphasis. These three things working together are what create that natural sound we're all looking for. So let's just recap that roadmap, the whole fluency pyramid. Step 1, build that strong foundation with the right grammar and words. Step 2, use connected speech to glue your words together for a smooth flow. And step 3, add emphasis to inject real meaning and personality into what you're saying. So what's next for you? What's your mission? It's actually really simple. I want you to become a listener, a real listener. Start paying way more attention to how people are talking, not just the words they're using. So here's what I want you to do. The next time you're watching a show or just chatting with someone, actively listen for these things. Can you hear these sound glue? Which words are they punching to add emphasis? Seriously, what connections and what emphasis are you going to listen for today? Because here's the secret. Once you start to hear it, you're already halfway to doing it yourself.